The question today is, how can I stop my toddler from throwing things? In this video, I'm going to give you an easy step-by-step plan to stop your toddler from throwing things so you don't have to keep retrieving them and worrying about them throwing something and damaging it or hitting other things around, especially you or other children. Hi, I'm Holly McLean, the Mommy Answer Lady. I'm a certified parent educator, mom of 9, and author of the book and online course, How to Train Your Child to Behave. There's new content that comes out on this channel just for that purpose every week, so please take a moment right now and subscribe. I try to get right to the point in my videos because I know you're a busy parent and wanting answers, so let's get started. I'm going to go over the plan and then I will explain the reactions of the child depending on their temperament, so be sure to watch until the end. Now before I do that though, I want to let you know this video is about throwing things like toys, clothes, and it can be applied to throwing food too. But if you're talking about throwing sand on the playground or rocks or something like that, that's different and I will make a separate short video about that. Now here's the foolproof plan to teach your toddler not to throw things. Let's say your child picks up a toy and throws it across the room. Here's what to do. Number 1, take their hand. Firmly take hold of the hand they used to throw the item so they will have to stop what they're doing and pay attention to you. Number 2, look them in the eye. Calmly and without anger, look your child directly in the eye. This is very important because your child will know you are serious and mean business if you take the time to stop what you're doing and address them directly. Number 3, put your eyebrows down. I don't mean to get angry or cross, but putting your eyebrows down is body language that tells your child you are displeased with the action they have just taken. You can do this calmly and with patience and purposefully to communicate this behavior is not acceptable. Number 4, use a low tone in your voice. Use a low tone to say no throwing, slowly and methodically. This will be another indication to your child that you are serious and that this behavior is not acceptable. Number 5, retrieve the item. What you've just done by taking their hand, looking at them in the eye, and telling them not to throw was teaching them your expectations. They now know you do not want them to throw the item. Retrieving the item is the part that will start the training that will help your child learn not to do it in the future and to listen to you when you speak. You can retrieve the item yourself this time, or you can tell them to retrieve it. Either way, make sure they have the item back in front of them. So what happens now? Before we go to step number 6, there are 3 possible reactions you will get from a child when you have just gone through these first 5 steps. Now, the compliant child will usually obey and may seem remorseful and sad that they've displeased you. If that happens, just give them a big hug and say, remember, no throwing anymore. Then move on. Then you have what I call the seesaw child because they're sometimes compliant and sometimes strong-willed. This child will be curious about how serious you are and what will happen if they do it again. They're not really being rebellious or defiant, but their curiosity at the situation will compel them to throw the item again. And lastly, you have the strong-willed child. This child will look directly at you and defy your instructions to let you know they are not going to comply. So what do you do if they throw the item again? First, do not get angry. I know from personal experience that this can be frustrating, but no matter the circumstances, see your child's behavior as an opportunity to teach and train them to behave. So let's say your child throws the item again. Number 6, take immediate action. You're going to now repeat step number 1, but this time when you take their hand, hold it firmly to a point of being uncomfortable and give their hand a little flick if you need to. It doesn't harm them, but gives them a little shock to show you mean business. Now this little action will help them know you're not going to give up and they must comply. Number 7, repeat step 2 through 6. Consistency is the key to effectiveness. Don't wait until you get frustrated and then apply the step-by-step method. Do it at the very first moment your child throws something that they shouldn't. If you do exactly these steps consistently and without giving up, you will teach your child that throwing things is not acceptable and they will understand and stop doing it. You can click right here on one of these cards to get more short step-by-step instructional videos on how to handle other behaviors your child may be displaying. Please leave a comment below if you have any questions. Parents, you can do this. Thanks for watching.